team up with their friends in big tech. They suppress, they censor, and remember, the FBI, DNI agree. DOJ agrees. This has nothing to do with Russian disinformation. No evidence whatsoever. Another Russia hoax from the congenital liar Adam Schiff, the Democrats, and the mob and the media. Pay attention. Not hard to understand. According to Senator Ron Johnson's report, zero experience Hunter Biden and his partners were making millions of dollars from America's adversaries. They sold us out. All these foreign clients believed they were buying access and favor to then VP Joe Biden through the sun with no experience Hunter. And new explosive evidence from Tony Bobulinski reveals just how aware and deeply involved Joe was in all of this, and that he knew, and that money was being put aside for him. It's not just a scandal about Hunter Biden. It's a scandal about that guy, Joe Biden, and Hunter and associates cutting deals in China, in Ukraine, with the wife of the former mayor of Moscow, a Russian oligarch, with a Kazakh oligarch. And Joe Biden let his son use the Biden name to create a pipeline to the Obama-Biden White House. Joe's corrupt and is an embodiment of everything that is 47 years in the swamp in D.C., and it's why in 5 days you get to be the ultimate jury and you have the chance to shock the world again. Here with reaction, Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson. Senator, good to have you back again.
Hello, Sean.
Although I don't think I'd want you to treat me the way you treated @Jack on Twitter, which was a great beatdown. Let me go through this. Did Hunter Biden have any experience in oil, gas, energy, or Ukraine?
Certainly not that we're aware of. He had the right last name.
Right, okay, and he said so in a Good Morning America interview. But he made millions of dollars, right? Did Joe Biden on tape brag that he was withholding $1 billion taxpayer dollars unless they fired the prosecutor investigating his son?
Yeah, very publicly, and that was brought up during the impeachment trial.
Okay. Sounds like a quid pro quo to me. Do you know anybody that gets paid millions with no experience? Because I don't.
I was actually on another program, and I heard one of the financial experts talk about how Hunter Biden probably made double what an ExxonMobil member of the board makes. So no, this money was completely out of line. What is normal just in U.S. business, and we know why it was. We know why Burisma paid Devon Archer and Hunter Biden so much for it. It was for influence.
In your report, do you have a money line and see the wire transfer of money from a Kazakhstan oligarch to Hunter Biden's firm earmarked for a new car? Did you find that?
Yeah, that was kind of a strange one. That was the exact same day that Joe Biden was in Ukraine talking to the Rada, which is their legislature, and preaching anti-corruption. That was a little strange, but there's some oil deals going on there. We don't have all that piece together, but people are starting to connect the dots.
Yeah, and the First Lady of Moscow, a Russian oligarch, was there a $3.5 million wire transfer, as Donald Trump claims, or did that not happen?
$3.5 million in there, a few $100,000 more transferred eventually to a business called BAK USA. We haven't totally tracked that one down either. Sean, the bottom line is our report didn't answer all the questions. It just raised serious questions that require great investigation, and it kind of broke a logjam. It was kind of a catalyst for people like Tony Bobulinski and the repair shop owner to come forward and tell us what they know. And now there are some people looking into this. But let me also say, I take no joy in uncovering this truth about Joe Biden. He's had so many tragedies in his life, but the American people deserve the truth before they go to the polls, and it's coming awful late in the process. It's very unfortunate.
How does somebody get $1.5 billion deal with the Bank of China and not have any experience in that field?
Well, again, it's obvious. They were peddling influence. They were trading off the Biden name. And you can also see after Joe Biden left office, Hunter starts getting panicked that he's kind of losing what he had to sell, and you can see that through a lot of these emails.
Can you confirm the laptop and Tony Bobulinski and what he said to Tucker Carlson this week?
All I can say is that all the verification, all the validation we're doing, we haven't turned up any discrepancies. Everything appears to be authentic that we've looked at so far.
All right, Senator, will Donald Trump hold the state of Wisconsin?
The enthusiasm for him is sky high, albeit his rally in Green Bay looking forward to tomorrow, but if enthusiasm counts. That drives more people to the polls. People want to vote for him, want to bring out their friends, family, and neighbors as well. So that's his ace in the hole here, I think, in Wisconsin.
All right, Senator Johnson, thanks for looking for the truth of the American people. Now, also tonight, even the Girl Scouts are caving to the far-left cancel culture mob, actually deleting a tweet celebrating the newest Supreme Court Justice, Amy Coney Barrett, that read, quote, "Congratulations, Amy Coney Barrett, on becoming the 5th woman appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court since its inception in 1789. Now, instead of standing up to the backlash, the Girl Scouts organization apparently caved, saying in a statement that the post was, quote, "quickly viewed as a political and a partisan statement." Wow. But other social media users pointing out the hypocrisy, highlighting a 2013 tweet about Hillary Clinton. And of course, it is only one of many double standards that we see from the left, the mob, the media. For example, look at how the fake news is celebrating the former low-level staffer turned CNN contributor, recently revealed as Anonymous, the writer behind the anti-Trump piece in the New York Times, supposedly high-level, apparently never met Donald Trump. Joining us now, Kayleigh McEnany. Kayleigh, now, was this somebody that knew the president or ever met the president? Does the president remember ever meeting him?
No, this is someone who is not in the Oval Office. He's someone, there's one picture of them, I think, with Miles Taylor smiling with his thumbs up. But this was not someone who was regularly in the White House. I talked to Dan Scavino, who was like, I never saw this guy walk through outer Oval. He's someone who was irrelevant. As Ari Fleischer said, it's someone who, back when he was press secretary, he would never have interacted with. So for the New York Times to elevate his position, call him anonymous, a senior administration official, to allow him to lie about this president, now he's a lying contributor at CNN, is appalling. And the New York Times should be held accountable, along with the rest of the media.
Well, you deal with the media every day. I don't know how you do your job. God bless you. I know you have strength and powers that I know I don't have, and restraint that I certainly wouldn't have. But you've got major forces. You got the media mob. You got big tech companies. You got the deep state. All aligned, and the Democratic Party, all aligned, and Rhino Republicans, I'll add them too, against this president. And it seems like they're all part of that swamp, that whole group of them together, where they'd even censor news about Hunter Biden and not even ask Joe any tough questions during an entire campaign, allow him to hide in the basement. When you look at the double standard, do you ever talk to your cohorts in the media and ask them, do you think you're fair?
Oh yeah, today, just on the record, on the plane, I was like, where's the curiosity about Hunter Biden? Now we know that there's a DOJ source who has confirmed that there was an FBI investigation open into Hunter Biden and his associates back in 2019, still ongoing. Why aren't they asking the question? It is the job of a reporter to go to DOJ, try to find out if this is true, but they don't do it. Instead, they will run stories on sources who have described a document to them, but in this case, we have the emails, we have the texts, we have a first-hand witness, and now a DOJ source, but the media just doesn't care because it hurts Joe Biden, it helps President Trump, and it exposes that Joe Biden is compromised by China.
By the way, we're going to be doing 4 and 5 rallies a day and 11 in 2 days. Is there truth to that?
Oh, yes, there is. We will have many 5-a-day rallies coming soon. This president, man, he works so hard. He fights for the vote of the American people. And ask yourself this, if Joe Biden won't fight for the vote of the American people, he's not going to fight for U.S. president. Simply won't.
He could barely get through one 15-minute rally with 10 people. Even Bon Jovi, if he's there. All right, Kayleigh, thank you. Here now with